Yes, Lord, Father, Nandalal. It is being telecasted from ISKCON Jimbo. Lord lives 21 light years away from Earth on a different planet with his consort known as Alt Money or Rook Money. And he has two children, Lord Kartik, and Lord. And he can become Jesus Christ also. And he has taken responsibility of earth also. Bida means he has taken responsibility or Bida. He has taken responsibility or he has carried the responsibility. Bida. Bida. And he can lift this glass for me also. Without touching this glass, I can drink this water. It is a kind of fermented liquid where the sugar cane juice is prepared and it is converted into molasses and then it is kept for fermentation. And Lord Krishna used to keep cows as pet animals. And when these cows become old, they are sent to the forest. Lord Krishna is against the workplace caution and Lord Krishna is against prostitution also, but you can keep 108 wives. He is not against multiple wives because he had 108 wives. The elder ones were known as Rukmani and Radha, and he has other 106 wives also. You can see that stuntman who is also a great follower of Lord Krishna. He too has many wives. Balram was his cousin brother on Earth 1 when he took rebirth as Lord Krishna on Earth 1. Then he has another friend also known as brother also, cousin brother. He was no, he is person. He was known as Balram. He used to facilitate him for stealing butter. And he used to lay down on the soil so that other people can also join him and use him as a stairs or stool so that he can reach the butter utensil which was hanged up in the roof. Many persons are utilizing these kind of auspicious names. Like Namu. Namu is a dog. Yes, Dogra. You are right. Like many people have utilized the Krishna name also to become more and more powerful in politics. Then many priests from ISKCON called Lord Kartike Vikramaditya Gagan Mukho. They said, we are feeling lonely, you should join us in Vrindavan. And then they called the person who laid the foundation of ISKCON temple known as Prabhupada, and he said, I will wait for the king of the world for few minutes, and when he will come, even then only I will join the temple tour. Yes, Lord Krishna rules on Earth 1 and Lord Krishna rules there 21 light years away from Earth 1. That's why another person has kept double rule as his user ID also. Yes, he was also a lover. He used to love 108 wives. And if you will watch him live doing sexual intercourse with one of his wife in Vrindavan after climbing the wall, you will become blind. That's why you should return back at 11:30 p.m. because from 11:30 to 12 a.m. Lord Krishna used to perform sexual intercourse with a woman with her consent. And that place creepers in Vrindavan. That is a good tourist place which is open from 5 a.m. till 11:30 p.m. Many people are appearing here also. Someone has named himself as Mohan. Others name superimposition. But he should never utilize his name to become more and more powerful through mosque demolition, through mass hysteria. Now he's watching his content to Facebook super chat, YouTube super chat. Now he will come in live me also. Then he will tell other friends to name some superimpositions and challenge the king of the world. King of the world has greater responsibility to keep the name of Lord Krishna, Lord Ram and Lord Shiva and along with many goddesses preserved for millions of years until extinction of Earth 1. That's why he has to perform all these activities also. Because he used to get orders from 21 light years away from Earth 1 from Lord, who is being cleaned with buttermilk, but he is drinking beer also. There he can drink beer also sent by me. He has about 108 laboratories. 36 of chemistry, 36 of mathematics, 36 of physics, and 36 of biology. And he has lab assistants in each and every laboratory. They are known as her wives, but they are not his real wives. They are lab assistants of 108 laboratories located 21 light years away from Earth. But he used to sleep with only one wife, known as Rukmani, or goddess Parvati also. Or when he become Lord Shiv, then the goddess become goddess Parvati. And when he become Lord Krishna, the goddess become the goddess Rukmani. He can transform into any form. Sometimes he becomes Lord Shiv and sometimes he becomes Lord Krishna. But when he becomes Jesus Christ, then his consort lives there only, alone. And he used to punish thieves, gangsters, drug suppliers, and escort service providers. And when teachers support prostitution, he become very angry. And Mr. India can drink beer without touching this, using a straw. And then it is known as prasadam. The book of happiness is known as Sita. The book of war crimes is known. Lord Krishna had a faithful servant known as Vishnu Pitama. And those who sit near Lord Krishna's feet are more blessed than those who sit near his head. Then it said, okay, Yudhishthira, you sitting near my feet, that's why I will bless you with my own efforts. And that flesh person known as Sakas, king of Sakas, the dog who became dog during next reincarnation was known as Duryodhan. He provided about army of 154 countries. All the army of 154 countries were provided to Duryodhana. And Lord Krishna fought with Yudhishthira. And then Lord Krishna killed all the army of 154 countries throughout the world to make this world a barren land. Only 5% were alive along with Draupadi, and then Lord Krishna returned back towards 21 light years away from Earth, leaving behind five men and one woman. And all the 6% burned the effigies of the remaining people, and they were dead. Gave birth to any human being, and then the world was become extinct, a frozen planet for millions of years. And for 1.4 million years, Earth was a barren land. Then Lord Krishna returned back on Earth in another form. Along with his wife. Then he found many dinosaurs on Earth had taken birth. With his permission only, because he wanted to make soil ready for cultivation and start the food cycle again. That's why he had already sent a few dinosaurs. But those dinosaurs became problem for the reincarnation of Lord Krishna. Then he called his mother from 21 light years away from Earth who took rebirth on Earth Without rebirth, she can come here without rebirth also. Then she killed a few dinosaurs. He had taken birth in an island known as Male. That's why the XY chromosome gender of human beings are still known as male. He was known as Manu. When Lord Krishna took rebirth, he was named as Manu in Malay Island. That's why the name Manushya came from Manu. Hello, इसको Nixon. I am married once only. Like Lord Krishna was married once with Rukmini, I am married once. Lord Krishna don't have extramarital affairs. He don't have premarital affairs. He was married to Rukmini and he lived with Rukmini. Thousands of writers tried to spoil his name by treating all the gopis as extramarital affairs. but he was not involved in any kind of externality. You can perform lie detection test on Lord Krishna, but he will say that he performed sexual intercourse with Rukmani only. He was married to Rukmani and he stayed with Rukmani. He did install many dating applications, but it doesn't mean that he was involved in biking. He was fond of dating applications, he was fond of broadcasting, and sometimes he utilized head-to-head also. Head-to-head while taking a seesaw with many girls. And we used to hang the wood plank on beautiful trees. And then he used to decorate those trees with flowers and sit on that wooden plank. And many girls from Mathura came there and they used to provide seesaw type of he became very happy and sometimes he used to perform head to head also with them. But head to head should not be treated as bigamy. And when he used to study with Rukmani, all the teachers and gurus were present and it was not possible for him to perform sexual intercourse with Rukmani at Gurukul. He didn't touch the Rukmani during school days. Keep in mind, never accuse him like that. He married him afterwards. And he is not in favor of touching any girl or performing sexual intercourse with any teenage girl during Gurukul days or school days. And he used to marry, and he married Rukmani after school days. You might have seen many blogs in which it is written that Lord Krishna performed sexual intercourse with Rukmani during school days. It is very wrong type of script. Don't read these kind of blogs. And some people used to say that he was a thief. He didn't stole any kind of butter. His parents were very rich and they provided him enough butter for him during breakfast. And he was not interested to eat more and more butter without their permission. There was no sense. And he never played gulli danda. Some people, foolish people used to promote that he used to play gulli danda and used to break all kind of utensils throughout the village. Why will he break butter utensil? Otherwise, an educated Rukmani would never have married him or no. Why would any educated Rukmani marry a thief? It is not possible at all. Some kind of foolish Hindus, priests used to promote him like that way. That's why they are kept inside the bars. Like for example, another Hindu priest who molested a puja is still kept inside the bar. Not that bar. inside the prison. Some Hindu priests say that we used to drink alcohol and simultaneously we used to read Mahabharata. And then Lord Krishna appears inside the words. They are foolish people, their cult don't believe these kind of people. And whenever you will visit Kurukshetra, they will say that all of your ancestors' souls are still sitting here only. See that they are surrounded here. When you visited Kurukshetra or Pipli, all of your ancestors' souls have come here and they were waiting for your permission. And when you will provide a cow and many form of donation, they will call Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna will take away all the souls through the holy water. लॉर्ड कृष्ण ने बीड़ा नहीं उठाया हुआ आत्माओं की मुक्ति का, नहीं, वो कांग्रेस है, वो इन चीजों में विश्वास नहीं करता, उसने बीड़ा नहीं उठाया। बीड़ा तो एक बियर होती है। और तुम्हें लॉर्ड राम को बुलाने के लिए कृष्ण कृष्ण करी जा रहा है। कृष्ण योगा करता है? कृष्ण के पास टाइम है योगा करने का? बता। अगर बड़ा दिन हो गया तो बड़ा दिन तो कभी भी हो सकता है, 9:27 पे बड़ा दिन होएगा, बता मुझे। अगर बड़ा दिन 21 जून को आ गया तो इसका मतलब क्या तेरा बड़ा हो गया? आलिया भट्ट के बॉयफ्रेंड्स की तरह तुम लोगों को पागल बनाया जा रहा है। तुम हिंदू हो, इसीलिए हिंदू होते लिटरेट है। All the countries of this world, the statistics have been provided to the people according to their 9.27 or 10 or 11 or 6. And the G-spot is also disclosed according to the ethnicity, according to the geographical location. Nothing has been hidden. If you are born in India, you have that much length. According to the statistics only, it is not possible that you will get about 14, 15, 16 like Nigerians or like any Pakistanis or Afghanis. You are made illiterate and through the mass hysteria of mosque demolition group, you are foolish people. कृष्ण जैसा तो हरामी इंसान आज तक ना पैदा हुआ ना होगा कभी। वो एक कल्ट था, कल्ट, समझे ना? कोई 21 लाइट ईयर दूर नहीं रहता, 21 लाइट ईयर दूर रहती है मेरी माँ वैष्णो देवी, समझे? और इस दुनिया पर पूरा राज करती है माँ वैष्णो देवी। बाप का साथ देने का एक्सक्यूज बना दिया हिंदुओं ने, एक कृष्ण का नाम बना दिया कि 108 शादियां करी, तुम भी 10-50 तो करो और डांस करो, प्रोस्टिट्यूशन पे लाओ, बांगा की तरह, बलराम गर्ग की तरह, ये साथ वाले पड़ोसी की तरह, और कृष्णा की मूर्ति लगा लो अपने छाती पे, अपने ऊपर, अपने आप ही आ जाएंगे बहुत सारे पेइंग गेस्ट, आपको 5-5 हजार रुपए देते रहेंगे और रंडियां सप्लाई करते रहना मोरनी हिल्स में, और बांगा के साथ वहाँ डांस कराता रहना, भारती के साथ रंडियां मोरनी हिल्स में सप्लाई करना, और भारती फोन करती रहेगी और डांस करते रहना कृष्ण भगवान, और सर पे मारना अपने पति को। गॉड, कृष्ण एक हरामी इंसान था, कुरुक्षेत्र में पैदा हुआ था, और कोई दुनिया खत्म नहीं हो गई थी उस टाइम में। उसने लड़ाया 2 पार्टियों को, और एक तरफ तो थे कौरव और एक तरफ थे पांडव। 100 बच्चे हो सकते हैं किसी के, एक औरत 100 बच्चे पैदा कर सकती है, मटके के अंदर में से बच्चे पैदा हो जाएंगे कभी? ऐसी बेवकूफों की कहानियों में तुम पड़े हो, कृष्ण कृष्ण करेगा। कोई जन्माष्टमी नहीं होती, खत्म होगी जन्माष्टमी। राज्य करता हूँ इस दुनिया पर, राम कहते हैं मुझे। अरे रामायण में कुछ तो सेंस है, बीवी को उठा के ले गया तो वापस ले आया, उसको खत्म कहानी हो गई। उड़ के जा रहा है कि उसके ऊपर क्या पंख लगे हुए हैं? कोई इंसान उड़ सकता है क्या? जीसस क्राइस्ट ने मछलियों का मीट बना दिया, लाखों मछलियों का, ऐसा कभी हो सकता है कभी? क्या पानी निकाल दिया ऐसे जादू से श्री चंद्र ने। गुरु नानक का बेटा था श्री चंद्र, अभी 550 साल पहले तो आया होगा। जमीन में से ऐसे जादू से पानी निकाल देगा तो फिर तो लोगों ने पता नहीं क्या क्या लिख दिया होगा उसके बारे में, और तो दुनिया में और कोई भगवान बच्चा ही नहीं होगा। तो जीसस क्राइस्ट क्या कर रहा है 2000 साल से यहाँ पर? तो श्री चंद्र जब आ ही गया था, इतनी शक्ति उसके अंदर थी, उसने बोला पानी निकल जा, पानी निकल गया जमीन में से। तो जीसस क्राइस्ट यहाँ 2000 साल से क्या उसकी किताबें कर रही हैं? तो जला दी होती पूरी पूरी बाइबल और पूरी सारे कुछ जला दिया होता, रामायण भी जला दी होती। जब 500 साल पहले तो इतना दिमाग था इंसानों में, कुछ भी कहानी पेड मीडिया कहते हैं। थोड़े दिनों बाद तुम पढ़ोगे अभी नमो पैदा हो चुका है धरती पर, पूरी दुनिया की करेंसी उसने बनाई। मैं जो कहता हूँ कर देता हूँ, साक्षात तुम्हारे सामने लाइव अपने आप को पिंच करके देखो। ड्रीम तो नहीं देख रहे ना? ड्रीम तो नहीं देख रहे? निर्मल बाबा नहीं, मैं निर्मल बाबा क्या बोलेगा? नया पास ले आओ, गोलगप्पे खाओ, 1 लाख लोग इकट्ठे कर लेगा यहाँ पर तो 171 है। बेवकूफ हिंदू 50,000 लोग उनको फॉलो करते हैं। क्या बोलते हैं तुम्हें? गोलगप्पे खाओ, एसिड से भरे हुए गोलगप्पे। और राधे क्या बोलते तुम्हें? 10-15 हजार उसके ही मतलब गढ़ में पहुंच जाते हैं। अरे ऐसे ही तो सरस्वती आरती 10 बार याद कर रहे कोई बिना बादाम खाए। ऐसे तो 10 आरती हैं याद कर ले। तो तुम्हें ऐसा इंद्र कवच के जाल में भरा रखा। इंद्र कवच में शक्ति डाल दिया मैंने। 2,500 रुपए के इंद्र कवच हिंदुओं को बेच दी। लाखों की टर्नओवर उसकी, करोड़ों की टर्नओवर उसकी बल्लभगढ़ में। वो तुम भूखे मर रहे हो, तुम्हें सेब लेने के पैसे नहीं है तुम्हारे बच्चों के लिए। 2,500 का वो लॉकेट ले ले तो गोल्ड प्लेटेड। वो गोल्ड जो अफ्रीका में बच्चों को के साथ टॉर्चर करके निकाला जाता है, तुम्हें शर्म नहीं आती? उस गोल्ड की प्लेटिंग करवाते हो, जो प्लेटिंग रस्ट बन जाती थोड़ी देर में। एनवायरमेंट को पॉल्यूट करते हो। आशु भाई तुम्हारा जेल में हो गया, जब जेल में नहीं था तब तो तुम हजारों लोग उसको फॉलो करते थे, और जब जेल चला गया तब तो तुम्हें लगा कि वाकई हम जिनको लोगों को नहीं भी पता था वो भी कहते थे हमने तो पहले ही कहा था, हमने तो पहले ही कहा था। जब उसने 1 लाख के जूते खरीदे तभी बोल दिया था हमने। 1 लाख के जूते चोरी हो गए तब तुम्हें नहीं अक्ल आई कि जो इंसान 1 लाख के जूते चोरी कर सकता है वो रख सकता है, वो रेप भी करवा सकता है, कर भी सकता है। और जो ये भी लिखता है मैंने 8 तारीख को बियर पी थी, 12 तारीख को बियर पी थी और आज 24 को बियर पी रहा हूँ, वो तो तुम्हें बुरा लगेगा क्योंकि वो सच बोलता है। वो सच बोलता है कि बलराम गर्ग ने रंडी चौधी थी और संगीतानंद उसके साथ है, नरेश सेठी उसके साथ, चारू विरमानी कोहली उसके साथ, ऋतु गुप्ता उसके साथ, जीनिया मित्रा उसके साथ, ललित मोहन कौशिक उसके साथ, चंद्रशेखर उसके साथ, पूरी टीम बना रखी है रंडी चौधो की। तुम्हें बुरा लगेगा? तुम्हें क्या अच्छा लगेगा? नींद के लिए भी तो, लेकिन आज तक नींद नहीं आई। एल्ब्रेक्स बैंड कर रखी है तुमने, गांजा काला माल खुलेआम बेचते हो, उन्हीं को बुलाते हो अपने मंदिरों में, और एल्ब्रेक्स बैंड है। किसी की प्रिस्क्रिप्शन भूल जाए, गुम जाए तो एल्ब्रेक्स उसको चाहिए तो वो बैंड है। वो इकट्ठे खा लेगा, 7 एल्ब्रेक्स 10 एल्ब्रेक्स वो इकट्ठी खा लेगा। वो गांजा नहीं पी सकता, वो काला माल नहीं खा सकता इकट्ठा है, उसने मरना ही होगा। तो मरना ही होगा तो मेट्रो के नीचे आके कूद जाएगा, तो एल्ब्रेक्स खाएगा जाके। आज की इंटरनेट की दुनिया में इतना कोई पागल है कि एल्ब्रेक्स खरीदने जाएगा मरने के लिए? मोबाइल स्विच ऑफ करेगा, कहीं कूद के मर जाएगा, भाखड़ा डैम में जाके मर जाएगा, बोटिंग करने गया था मर गया। इतनी जगह बाढ़ आ रही है वहीं जाके कूद जाएगा बोट से, एल्ब्रेक्स क्यों खाएगा, 50-60 एल्ब्रेक्स खाएगा, तब जाके थरूर की तरह मरे पाएगा। श्री देवी ने तो एल्ब्रेक्स खाई नहीं थी, मर गई वैसे टब में, वो नेचुरल डेथ उसकी, बाई चांस कोइंसिडेंस है कि नहा रही थी कब दुबई में, उसने तो एल्ब्रेक्स खाई नहीं। थरूर ने खाई एल्ब्रेक्स क्योंकि उसका अफेयर था, एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल अफेयर, और शशि थरूर के पास समय नहीं है, उसके पास पहले ही बहुत वाइफ्स है, उसने कहा ये एक और आगे कल और आ जाएगी, क्या हो गया। जब 500 में से एक MP डेडिकेटेड होगा तो उसके पास समय तो नहीं होगा, तुम्हारे पास समय होगा। नमो नमो आ गया, नमो आ गया, नमो आ गया, वाराणसी में नमो आ गया, यमगंगा साफ करने के लिए आ गया, उसके पास कहाँ समय होगा थरूर के असर के पास। आठ साल हो गए चिदम्बरम का केस चलते हुए, अब जाके पकड़ा गया। कितनी सजा होगी उसके, 2 साल। उसको VIP ट्रीटमेंट तो होगी उसकी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में। अभी कहते होने नहीं चाहिए लेकिन हो रही है। रामदेव की तो स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट उससे ज्यादा हो रही है। शिल्पा शेट्टी को बोल अपना नाम सीता देवी रख ले। देख योगा योगा के पीछे कितने आ जाते हैं, रामदेव का फेल हो जाएगा। रामदेव का ट्रीटमेंट जो है ना उसने बना रखा वो फेल हो जाएगा। होगी 200-250 नर्स उसके नीचे, 5 लाख नर्सेज उसके नीचे आ जाएंगे, सीता देवी रख ले नाम। 500-600 तो उसके हो जाएंगे योगा सेंटर, और एक ना अपना ब्रांड लॉन्च कर लियो, साबुन लॉन्च कर दियो, सीता साबुन। लक्स को भी देख प्रमोट कर रहा है, गंदी नाली का कीड़ा। लक्स को भी याद आ गया, लक्स को भी याद आ गया कि उसमें खुशबू आ रही है भेह में से, भेह में से खुशबू आनी शुरू हो गई है लक्स को। आज तक तो नहीं आई उसको, जब से साबुन बना रहा होगा 50 सालों से, आज तक तो उसको खुशबू नहीं आई भेह में से। अब उसको भेह में से खुशबू आ रही है। कीड़े नहीं हो तुम, कॉकरोच नहीं हो तो क्या हो बताओ। और लक्स खरीदोगे इसीलिए क्योंकि वो उसको खुशबू आनी शुरू हो गई है भेह में से। यमुना किनारे जो उगते हैं ना उसको खुशबू आनी शुरू हो गई उसमें से। अब जाओ खरीदो सब लक्स इकट्ठे खरीदो, ब्लैक करना उसको। कीड़े नहीं हो तुम, कॉकरोच नहीं हो तो क्या हो। साइकिल अगरबत्ती तो 150 साल से चल रही है। लैपटॉप तो उसने अभी बांटे होंगे 500-600 लैपटॉप, लेकिन जल के मर रहे हो, जल के मर गया वो साइकिल छाप अगरबत्ती वाला पूरा। उसको भी खुशबू आ रही शुरू हो गई भेह में से। चढ़ा वीरवार को व्रत रखती है मेरी बीवी, मैरिड है। क्या अगरबत्ती भी ले आए साइकिल छाप की। या ऑर्गेनिक इंडिया के, फैब इंडिया के उसमें चली जा, वहां बोल मुझे अगरबत्ती चाहिए। वो लड़की बोलेगी अगरबत्ती तो बस एक ही आती है, कौन सा फ्लेवर, भेह फ्लेवर। उसको वो कहेगी मैं तो 150 साल से साइकिल छाप यूज कर रही हूँ। क्या साइकिल भी बनाती है भेह फ्लेवर। ये तो तुम इंडियन हो, फिर अपने आप को एजुकेटेड बोलते हो। अबॉलिश नहीं कर पाते ना ऐसे कॉकरोचेस को, क्योंकि फीलिंग नहीं है अंदर से, मर चुकी हो तुम, कीड़े हो तुम, कॉकरोच। मैंने कहा माँ वैसे हरि दर्शन चला रहा हूँ, थोड़ी सी ऑर्गेनिक ले लेता हूँ, फैब इंडिया में चले जाता हूँ। नहीं, रोज का कोई खुशबू होती है, वो कहती है खुशबू तो इसी में होती है, भेड़ में। अभी अभी आई है ये थोड़े दिन पहले, भेड़ का फ्लेवर, बस्टर्ड इंडियन से। जब उसकी न्यूड फोटोग्राफी हुई ना तो पूरी दुनिया में पॉपुलर हो गई वो, तो मेमोरी हमारी इंक्रीज हो गई। हमने कहा भे में पहले फ्लेवर था, 1 करोड़ साल पहले भे में थोड़ी सी खुशबू थी, अभी फिर आ गई, हमारी मेमोरी इंक्रीज हो गई। वो साक्षी तनवर ना साक्षात सीता मैया है, सीता मैया, ब्लैकबेरी से शादी करी उसने घर घर। साक्षी तनवर इज ट्रीटेड एज गॉडेस इन इंडिया just because any superimposition, if an obese motu person was acting as Lord Ram. These kind of utilizations are being utilized in India. Hi Kyun's class, how are you? Exploit the first names of gods. And they used to exploit first name of gods, and that trend was started by Sakshi Tanwar. Sakshi Tanwar is an actress in India. That trend was started by her only, along with many superimpositions like Amir Khan, and these kind of people were existing about 12 years ago. About 15 or 16 years ago, mass hysteria was initiated in India through first names of gods. And Sakshi Tanwar married Lord Ram in a serial known as Kahani Ghar Ghar Ki, or story of each name, story of each house. And that Sakshi Tanwar promoted herself as goddess Sita, just because she married a person named as Ram Kapoor, and through that mass hysteria, another girl appeared whose name was coincidentally similar to Miss Memory. That person also promoted mosque demolition group. In short, Bollywood celebrities and sports persons utilized each and every opportunity of their first names which were provided to them by their parents or astrologers. Most probably they were named by their parents only. Even I named my son after buying a book known as baby names. I bought 2 books, baby names, but I didn't had any intention to name my son so that he will become politically powerful in future. But these Indians are very tricky people. They know what kind of mass hysteria is going on along with their so-called superior people who are pretending to be superior without any educational qualifications. Even when I was attacked with an iron rod on my head, I bleeded severely for several hours. I lost immense blood on 19th of last month. Even then I didn't accuse anyone. I said these are consequences of mass hysteria and manipulated arrogance. Just because the neighbors are very jealous and just because people are very tricky and they are imposing overconfidence. And some people used to appreciate that flesh devil woman all throughout the day through WhatsApp. Just because I was afraid because of the reoccurrences, and I accused my own relatives. I said, you are the ones who are providing overconfident by inviting her separately and ignoring me. But that is part of the problem or the reasons. It is not. If a person is arrogant, if a person is violent, he will remain like that only. He will not depend on the external consequence or external circumstances. That's why people are judged through human by electricity and their genetic configuration. That's why people are judged through their ancestors. People are not judged just because of their paternal blood relations or just because of the circumstances in which they were brought up. People are judged according to their genes also. People are judged according to their surroundings, but that is not the complete attribute of a human behavior. A person becomes arrogant because of his own thoughts. A person becomes violent because of his own decisions. He or she has enough time. Rituals or cult practices can affect a person for about 1 minute, half minute, 2 minutes only. He can perform wrong decisions during those. No, you can follow me again. You can shut down my broadcast and appear here again and then follow. But thanks for following me. In India, even gods are not judged according to their powers. They are judged according to their followers, according to their mass hysteria which those demigods are governing. Presently, Lord Krishna is popular enough. Why Lord Krishna is popular? I am asking you a question. Why is Lord Krishna popular in India? Why are other demigods aren't so much popular? Especially during last 15 years. Lord Ram was popular or not? Lord Ram was popular during those days when movies on love affairs were being made related to school days. That is so simple. Slowly the movies on college days were also made. Like Divana and all that when Divya Bharti became popular. Slowly these movies become obsolete and monotonous for flesh Indians belonging to Moscow demolishing group. Indians are just dependent on the Bollywood movies and serials only. 90% of Indians are devoted to movies. Even if they disagree during social interactions. But in fact, that is the reality. 90% of Indians' minds depends on mass hysteria created by Moscow demolition group through Bollywood and FTI Mahabharat. You can search FTI Mahabharat in Twitter. A person who acted as Yudhishthir in Mahabharat. Yudhishthir was a good personality, but in fact he is a prostitute utilizer or Moscow demolition group supporter. Without any eligibility, without any qualification, he became the censor board president or the caretaker of Bollywood just because he was infatuated or inclined towards mosque demolition. But exceptions are always there. Exceptions are always there. Charu Virmani is supporting Congress, but she is also supporting prostitution simultaneously. That is the greatest exception. While most of the mosque demolition group are indulged in prostitution, like Banga, Gupta, my neighbor, who supplied prostitutes at Morni Hills. I am not sure whether he was indulged in prostitution. I am not sure. If he was indulged in prostitution, I would have resisted my son to play with his sons. Whenever he used to visit a nearby park, that person's son is also available, and they used to play flying saucer once in a week for half an hour, along with more neighbors. I don't resist. But if he had utilized the prostitutes and he had confessed by himself that I had utilized her also. But that neighbor said, I provided prostitutes to Huda officials just to get some kind of facilitation or coercion or a kind of help or as a commission for tender approval in Huda. I was surprised when he exposed that in front of me. Yeah, I have exposed it several times. Thanks for sending me the known. I will distribute it to poor girls. Poor girls are always here, who are always demanding some kind of gifts. Like poor girls are there in like also like application, like key application, which has been transformed into like key. Sometimes I become angry at anonymous people, but don't treat it as personal. I am talking about the whole genetry. There are 108 crore people, or more than 100 crore people in India. Don't treat it as personal. If I am saying that you are cockroaches, it means I am pointing towards those who are supporting mosque demolition group, and they have blind faith in mosque demolition group without realizing any kind of godly power on earth. And you will not treat it personal, because I am not here to fetch any kind of girlfriends. You have your own sisters and daughters who are utilizing like me. I am not concerned of that. Okay. I kept myself awake from past 4 days. Throughout the night, I used to keep myself awake just because I was designing a website of Lord Vashishta or Vashishta, Guru Vashishta. And who kept Love Kush for about 4 years in his fodder shelter house, means in his slum cluster, and it was kind of a gurukul. Who kept Love Kush for about 4 years. And when Love Kush were provided information about Lord Ram, and they got a horse, मतलब लव और कुश ने एक घोड़े को बांध दिया. घोड़े को बांध दिया किससे? पेड़ से. और कहाँ 100 बच्चे मटके में से निकल आए. स्टोरी का कोई सर पैर होता है कि नहीं होता? पूरा समुद्र उसने सुखा दिया और समुद्र के नीचे जाके घुस के बॉल को निकाल के आया. समुद्र के नीचे जाके बॉल को निकाल के आया और फिर दोबारा से क्रिकेट खेलने लग पड़ा. कुरुक्षेत्र वृंदावन में, मतलब वृंदावन में नदी के नीचे जाके निकाल के ले आया, नाग को मार दिया वहां जाके। एक मासूम से घोड़े को पेड़ से बांध दिया रस्सी से, लव और कुछ ने। और कहा एक आदमी ने जब नदी में कूद के नीचे सांपों के देवता को मार के बॉल को निकाल के दोबारा क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू कर दिया। और 108 लड़कियों के कपड़े चोरी करके पेड़ पे बांध दिए। उन्होंने कुछ नहीं कहा, मैं कहा तो तुमसे शादी करना चाहता हूँ। स्टोरी का कोई मैग्नीट्यूड होता है। Foolish people, you in short always believe in Ram Navami. Don't believe in Janmashtami. Okay, don't spoil your time and energy in Janmashtami, Juhu and all that. You're just a foolish people. Okay, a person was attacked with bows और उसको कम से कम 500 तीर लग गए और वो 40 दिन तक लेटा रहा आराम से कि मैं तो अपनी मर्जी से मरूंगा, इतना खून बह गया, मैं मरूंगा नहीं मैं। वो भीष्म पितामह था। लेकिन राम ने उसकी नाभि पर एक तीर मार दिया और वो मर गया। कुछ कहानी में कुछ सिर पैर तो है कि नहीं? कुछ साइंटिफिक, कुछ साइंस तो है, कम से कम तुम्हें पढ़ा लिखा तो बोलेगी। वो लोग कि रामायण को मानता, ठीक है उसने रावण को मार दिया, तीर मार के मर गया वो, और क्या? ये तो है नहीं कि 40 दिन तक भीष्म पितामह जिंदा रहेगा तीर खा के और खून बहता रहेगा, उसको लेटा रहेगा तीरों के ऊपर। तक फ्यूचर में तुम्हें को ये तो बोलेगे कुछ थोड़ा बहुत साइंस पढ़ी होगी इन्होंने 10th 11th 12th में। शेष राम से। और जब कृष्णा भी 10 दिन का था ना, उसने पूतना को मार दिया। राम तो 27 साल तक तो उसने आराम से राज किया। 23 साल की शादी, 22 साल की उम्र में उसकी शादी हुई। 5 साल तक तो अयोध्या में उसने राज करा। फिर उसने सोचा कि बहुत सारे किडनैप हो रही है लड़कियां, तो चलो रावण को मारने चलते हैं। श्रीपेरम्बुटूर में, श्रीपेरम्बुटूर कोलंबो में उसने रावण को मारा जा। उसने तो पूतना को अभी 10 दिन में मार दिया। दूध पिलाने लगे तो उसने उसके बुक्स को ऐसा चक मारा, वो मर गई। पूतना ने कहा कि मैंने चलो जहर मिला देती हूँ, अपनी लाती हूँ। कृष्ण भगवान ने एक मुक्का मारा, वो मर गई। अभी 8 दिन की तो कहता आई वो एंग्री मैन। चलो राम ने अभी 27 साल की उम्र तक तो इंतजार करा, दोस्त बनाए पहले इतने सारे, फिर जाके मारा रावण को। अकेला तो मार नहीं पाया बेचारा। एक रावण को अकेला नहीं मार पाया, और कृष्ण भगवान ने 8 दिन में एक राक्षस को मार दिया पैदा होते ही। That's why Lord Krishna is known as God of illiterates, and Lord Ram is known as God of educated persons. Hello, MD Zubair from Alwar. Zubair lives in Aligarh, where Haynes company was established about 20 years and Haynes is manufacturing pure tomato puree and tomato sauce. And Zubair was supplying Intex mobiles and Intex computers to me from Aligarh. Zubair came from Aligarh. Why did he came from Aligarh? He came from Aligarh to supply Intex computers to Lord Ram Kartikeya Vikramaditya Gaganmukh. Intex is similar to Intel, but it doesn't mean that Intel is Intex. Intel is a different company and Intex is a different company. And ask me a question. How many computers are sent to Goddess Vishnu? Earth one towards another planet. There are about 108 computers. And all those liberties are owned by Goddess Vishnu. I was joking you, I was taking a test, your test. मैं तुम सबका इम्तिहान ले रहा था. I was taking your test. Whether you believe in my mother or whether you believe in cult Krishna. Don't believe in any cult Krishna. That is just a mass hysteria. There wasn't any cult Krishna on earth. These are paid media and fake news and fake books written by many opportunists, Hindu priests. There was no fake Krishna on earth one. ऐसा कोई कृष्ण पैदा नहीं हुआ, ना है कोई ऐसा कृष्ण